يا اخويا كان ما سيجيب بموت مستشفى ما راح سيجيب لكن اخواتي بموت من الجوع ايش بعمل؟
There is no starvation in Gaza, no policy of starvation in Gaza, and I assure you that we have a commitment to achieve our war goals. We'll continue to fight.
What happens when all colonial powers, along with a superpower, can't win a war against a military so weak that they don't have tanks, aircrafts, or air defenses? All they have is bravery, resistance, and commitment to freedom. When these global powers still can't control a strip of 10 kilometers, even after dropping up to 40,000 bombs, 30,000 tons of explosives, and 29,000 airstrikes, murdering 80,000 people, majority of them are kids, women, and elderly persons. Then these powers started the strategy of ancient times, which is blockage of edible items and starvation. This is the strategy of those times when women were burnt alive and people used to wear animal skin. But their inhumanity led them to reintroduce this strategy and put a mark on humanity itself. So according to the schedule, I was going to make part 8 of series Humiliation and Resistance. But while seeing the humanitarian crisis in Gaza, I rushed to make a video about it and exposing the butchers in the suits. Before getting into the video, I want you to remind, whoever among you sees an evil, let him change it with his hands. If he is not able to do so, then with his tongue, and if he is not able to do so, then with his heart. In account of this, everyone among you should raise your voice for the people getting killed for the peace of so-called promised land. Imagine your child crying because there is no bread. Imagine drinking a cup of water and surviving on it for a whole day. This is not any fiction. This is Gaza in 2025. Right now, in Gaza, 60% of households have missed at least one meal per day in last week. Hospitals are reporting malnutrition in children under 5. Some children are so weak that they can't even cry. According to the World Food Programme, over 1.1 million people in Gaza face catastrophic hunger. Aid trucks sit blocked at border crossings. Red Crescent convoys wait under scorching heat. Meanwhile, shelves in the homes are empty. This starvation isn't any accident. It is a direct consequence of siege. So how does we got here? Since 2007, Gaza has lived under punishing blockade. Imports of food, medicines and fuel are tightly controlled. Even flour and baby formula is blocked. 80% of water is undrinkable. Desalination plants lie in ruins. Zionists call it security measures, while humanitarians call it a war on humanity. UN itself warns siege warfare is prohibited under international law, but those who had implemented this law are equally guilty in this genocide. Let us take an example of a child in Gaza. Her age is 5 years, her weight is 10 kg, and she sleeps 20 hours a day. Her mother gives her diluted milk because the Guardians of Peace have restricted baby formula in Gaza. In Al-Shifa Hospital, Dr. El-Zarki treats children who suffer with hyperglycemia. He is run out of IV sugar solution. He tells, they die because we can't feed them. Across Gaza, families pick wild herbs and boil them to make a meal. A grandmother said, my granddaughter asked for bread and I had none, so I gave her grass. Global powers spend billions of weapons, yet Gaza's aid budget is less than a B-2 bomber. Every minute of silence from world leaders is another hour people in Gaza go hungry. Every delayed aid truck is a risk of life. There is enough food in the world to feed Gaza. There are routes opened overnight in other cities in crisis. This isn't a natural disaster, it is a policy. A policy to end human life in a part of land where a colonial dream of some colonialists exists. For the colonialists, hunger is a weapon, and your silence is its ammunition. So don't let them fire another round.